Hey guys, what's going on? This is Mr. Silent Gets 1997 here, and today we are playing Spyro the Reignited Trilogy. This is going to be part 12 of the Spyro Reignited Trilogy, and it'll be part 3 for Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. So today I believe we're up to doing Sunny Beach. Maybe... I've forgotten what the Gear Grinder's world is. I've forgotten the name. But today I'm running short on time. I've only got about half an hour, so we might only get the chance to do 2 levels. Normally I'd probably try and do 3. So I believe... yeah, Sunny Beach, Hurricos, maybe Aquaria Towers, depending on how it goes, but I don't know about Aquaria Towers. So Sunny Beach we won't be able to finish, because we haven't gotten the, what do you call it, the climbing ability yet. So once we get the climbing ability, I'll go back and revisit all the worlds that are in the Summer Forest home. And then we'll be able to get all the orbs and the gems that we missed previously. The turtles got their revenge. So it's been a few weeks since I last recorded any content at all.
Hi, Spyro. It's a good thing you're here. If you can help shepherd those baby turtles over there to safety, I'd be mighty grateful.
But simply because I've been a little bit busy, I've had a hospital appointment and everything like that, so that all went well. Next week I'm taking a week off work, so there might be a little bit of a week break depending on what happens. But since then I've gotten a new backlight, or at least a new light to go on my desk. So I've got 2 now, and my Elgato green screen. I've got an Elgato green screen behind me, so that's working all nicely. That's all set up. Tried adjusting the audio levels a bit. Again. Seems like I'm always adjusting the audio levels. So hopefully it's a little bit clearer compared to last time. And hopefully I don't sound muffled like I did before. But we'll just have to wait and see. I am planning to do other games and put them on the channel. Potentially live streaming those as well. I know that a friend of mine, Big Shedinja, is doing a lot of Pokemon stuff, or at least planning to do Pokemon stuff and everything like that. We're setting up a big project where I have to train up about, I think it was 60 to 90 Pokemon that we're building competitively in Sword and Shield, and it's going to be like a whole series, gym-based series, or gym-style series for that. But that's going to take a while, so it's not going to come for another month or 2. I have got some gameplay. There was a competitive battle where we're sort of testing things out that needs to be edited and uploaded, but that's all done. That's all recorded, I should say.
The water workers have captured most of our baby turtles, and the boxes they put them in are incredibly strong. With a more powerful flame attack, maybe you could break open the boxes and release them.
Alright, so that's the Super Flame mission, but I think we still need to defeat a couple more enemies before we can do that. Yeah, 2 more enemies before I can get rid of them. To get so now they're all gone. I don't think there's starters around here, but can use this to take care of some of the boxes. I'll go back over this way because this is where there's another one. We only get so much time with the Super Flame. I've got to go back. So we can't climb up that ladder to get those gems, and you can't do the turtle soup challenges. Okay, so you can roll while doing that. Okay, I managed to get that foot. That was close, I didn't think I was going to get that. I'm really unfocused right now. Still in the middle of trying to set up my my rig with my laptop with Streamlabs. I haven't installed it yet or anything, so live streaming isn't going to be something that happens. It won't happen for at least another few weeks, at least. I am planning on doing a Skyrim series based on Legacy of the Dragonborn, which is, for those who don't know, is a mod that incorporates a museum that is based around the Dragonborn and the artifacts of Spyro and everything along those lines. Some of the artifacts, there's a lot of artifacts that have been added to the game by this mod, not just the ones that are story-based, but it also allows you to create replicas of artifacts like the Daedric artifacts and everything like that, and the stuff like the Golden Claw, where normally you wouldn't be able to actually have it legally as an item without it being stolen. Unless you don't give it back to Luke and Valerius. But, this mod allows you to do that. Well, at least have a copy of it, and as many copies of it as you like, so long as you actually own the claw at least once, I believe. Which is really nice, because it allows you to add like a full collection instead of having like a half collection. It also, yeah, because I just mentioned that it added a lot of artifacts, but it also adds a guild to the game where you can increase your skills and stuff like that. I'm not actually entirely sure, because there are guild specific skills. I'm not sure exactly what they do and why they're useful.
Most impressive. Please take this sacred thingamajig as a token of our everlasting
So, yeah, because I can't remember exactly, because I know that you have to do some digging and scavenging and stuff like that for making, for crafting certain things, I think, for exhibits in the museum to find new artifacts and stuff. So, I don't know the entirety of what that's used for. I don't know if it's anything beneficial, if it's just things that are cosmetic in the museum, but it also, like, this mod is really great. Unfortunately it's not going to come to console, I don't think. It's only on PC. As with most mods for Spyro.
Hello, young one. There's a chef up at the top of this ladder who wants to make soup out of our turtles. Maybe you could climb up there and stop him?
So we can't do that until we have the ladder of climbing ability. But as I just mentioned, yeah, in terms of that mod, that's what the entire playthrough is going to be based around. I think I've downloaded all the mods I want to. I may have a look again sometime soon or more recently. For the moment, but for the moment that's what I'm working on. I've got other mods like Ordinator.
Thank you, young dragon. The baby turtles will be safe up here. Please take this talisman as a token of our gratitude.
So I've got mods like Ordinator, which changes the perk system and changes the gameplay quite a bit because of that. I've got I think a Summer Mist, which is a new enchantment mod, which is very similar to Ordinator, and that it adds like a variety of new enchantments and stuff like that, which varies the gameplay quite a bit. I think they've added like a paralysis enchantment and stuff, which I quite enjoy using. Trying to figure out what else I'd added. Because it's got a texture pack that makes everything like really high res and stuff. But yeah, so that's something I have planned. For the starting point, I think I'm gonna have that as a episode-based series, and then perhaps once the Twitch integration for the special edition actually gets released. Yeah, so once the Twitch integration mod for the special edition of Skyrim gets released, I'll implement that as well. And hopefully in the future I'll be able to do a live stream of that where you can claim your channel reward points and stuff like that from Streamlabs, and be able to directly influence the gameplay. For the time being, if I'm going to do a live streaming series like that, I'll have to make it so that's on the Legendary Edition of Spyro, because I don't think it's out for the Special Edition just yet. I know that it's out for Fallout 4, and I know that it's out for the original Skyrim, or what people call Old Rim, but I don't think it's quite finished for the Special Edition, which is a little bit unfortunate. I would love to have it for the Special Edition, because the Special Edition is just has so much more improvements over the original, even though both of them are really good. Sorry, I got a little bit of dust in my throat. So that's something that's I'm looking forward to in the future. I do want to do a series on Rocket League with Big Ninja. We've done a little bit of testing and everything like that. It turns out that my I don't know if it's my internet or if it's just my system that doesn't quite work very well when so it records it at a high definition, just like Spyro does, but the actual live streaming part doesn't appear to be very good quality, and it doesn't really matter what bitrate I have it set to. The quality just decreases with a lot of movement in the actual footage, so I'll need to figure that out and do that. See how that goes. I may even have to I'll have to fiddle around a bit. I've heard that Streamlabs can help with that, which I'm intending on installing anyway, but just in case. We'll see how that goes. So this is not where I wanted to come from now. So I'll do this anyway while I'm here. So we have to get these Thunderstones and place them in these areas, but at the same time we also have to kill the gear grinders. And there's 10 gear grinders, and until you kill all of them, you won't be able to get all the Thunderstones or Power Stones. I don't know what they're called. Put them in there. Normally I'd listen to the trolls, but I think they're called trolls. But I'm a little bit on time today. I was going to record yesterday, but I was fixing a few things up and sorting out my green screen and everything like that with the right settings and fiddling around with that. I had work yesterday, so I was a bit tired, so I couldn't really record much. I didn't even get to really play any games either. I do want to live stream some gameplay of Starbase, because I got an alpha key for Starbase, and I've been playing that quite a bit. So I've had the key for that. I think this is the second week that I've had the key for it. So I've been playing a bit of that. It's really fun. I like the building aspects and everything like that. But unfortunately, it uses a lot of GPU processing power, which may not be an issue realistically when the game is released. But in alpha stage at the moment, like as it is, OBS uses about a third of my GPU, and then Starbase uses enough. Like Starbase uses basically all of my GPU, so I may not be able to stream that or even record it at this stage. May have to get a better system for that. But for those who don't know, who haven't played the game before or anything, or haven't seen anything on the game yet, it's a game that is very much like, in some aspects, not all aspects, in some aspects very similar to Space Engineers and EVE Online, that sort of thing. It's a space base, so from the name it's called Starbase. It's a space-based, massively multiplayer online RPG. I would say that, yeah, okay, it is kind of an RPG. It's not really much of an RPG. But it is very much open world. There's only one server. The devs don't even like people calling it a server or anything like that. There's only one world. And everyone's in it. And there's not really any, like, vanilla GPS coordinates or minimap system in the game. I don't think they intend on planning on adding it at all. But I do know that because of some of the features that is written into the game.
Thank you, Spyro. I found this shiny thing mixed up with our lightning stones. Please, take it as a
Yeah, so there's, because of the systems that are actually written into the code of Starbase, it is possible to create, like, basically any sort of mechanical thing that you want to using the building parts that are actually in the game. Because a massive basis of the game, being able to build ships and everything like that, actually uses a coding language known as YOLO, which I think is a combination of two separate coding languages, which, if you actually, you know, if you actually know, like, coding languages and programming and everything like that, it's not that much of a learning curve. You know, it takes a little bit of effort to get to know stuff, but, you know, if you're just a normal player that doesn't really know much about coding, it's a great opportunity to be able to learn it, because there are lots of people in the community that know what they're talking about, know what to do. I think the devs are also going to be, like, publishing maybe tutorials, like in-game tutorials and stuff like that for coding and stuff like that. Right, that's only one aspect of the game. You don't need to know it in order to play the game or enjoy it. It just makes it so you can customize a bit more with your ships and with your station lots and stuff like that. Like, the whole premise of the game is that there's two separate factions and main factions. One's called Kingdom, one's called Empire. And basically, they're at war, and that's what this, and the whole world, or at least the whole, like, every single person in the game is going to be a robot. There's no NPCs or nothing. I don't think they plan on adding any NPCs at all. And basically, you know, you can either choose to join one of these two factions, or you can choose to make your own company, if you would like. Or you can just simply just be solo. I know some people like to play solo. I normally do like to play solo myself sometimes, but I've got my own starting faction or company. As a lot of the game is very in-depth. Like, the building aspect is, so the game is a voxel based game system. So the destruction aspects are very much in depth and everything. So any weapon damage can be dealt, and everything like you can fracture things, break them apart. The construction is very intricate as well. So things don't just stick together. You either have to use like something like a welder and weld things together, or use a nail gun basically, or it's called the bolt tool to bolt things together. And you have to, you know, lay your own cabling and piping and everything so that things can be connected, and you've got to have, it's very intricate.
Spyro, do you see that big building over there? The gear grinders are using it to steal our electricity. Please help us by shutting down the machinery inside.
So the game is very in-depth, and it looks really good. If you haven't seen or played any of it yet, I very much recommend looking up Frozen Bytes YouTube channel and having a look at that, because they've got a whole bunch of like feature videos and like alpha announcement and everything like that.
Spyro, you have done well so far. You can have this little trinket for good luck. If you have any questions about shutting down the factory, just ask me. The next glides get tricky. You'll have to remember to press the action.
So, I'm trying to remember what I was talking about. Alright. So, if you haven't actually like seen any of the gameplay or any of the stuff from the devs or anything like that, I recommend checking out the Frozen Byte YouTube channel. It has like all feature videos on Starbase and what they have planned. The game is in alpha at the moment, so I think it's invite only currently. There's this whole sign up thing that they have posted on their Discord server, and I think on the website as well. So I think they're intending on having early access this year. I think they were going to have it for Q1, but I don't know how far away early access is. I know that they're just implementing production and refining and everything like that now, so that you can refine ores into metals. It's very much incomplete, but the gameplay, they make it so that the gameplay, like the game's actually playable and everything like that. I found it really fun, and it's like I haven't even really just, you know, I've played like 100 hours of it, but it's very much still early.
Spyro, help! The switch to turn up.
Like the gameplay that I've gotten up to is still like early days and everything like that. But it's still really fun.
Thanks for shutting down the factory. Here, I found this stuck between the gears. You can.
You know, so it's like, it's not the kind of game that you can just play like an hour or two a day or something like that. It kind of is, but if you really want to get like anywhere in the game, you kind of have to play it for a little bit more than just like an hour or two a day. There is safe zones around like in major cities and everything like that, so you don't get so you don't lose everything right away, or don't have the risk of losing everything right away. But to me, like, enjoying, like, getting the most of the game is like more or less just playing it like, you know, 5 hours a day or 5 hours straight or something like that, just because everything, there's quite a few things that take like a long time. So building ships, or at least modifying ships, can take a long time, simply because if you're not building a ship in the editor, or if you haven't already built ships, like taking the parts apart, taking off the ships, putting them back on, this takes a little bit of effort and a little bit of time, but it is really enjoyable, and the amount of stuff that you can actually do in the game because of the system that they've implemented is just astounding. Because you can have a lot of things that are just automated and customized or tailored to the jobs that you want it to do. It's just really incredible. Like, I've never really heard of any other game that has this like level of complexity to it at all. Maybe there are some out there, and that other people know of that I don't know of, but you know, it's really a fantastic game, and I really can't wait until it actually gets fully released and gets fleshed out a little bit more. Maybe when a little bit more optimization has been added and worked on.
Thank you, Spyro. You've deactivated all of the electric barriers. We've been guarding this talisman from the gear grinders. Please, take it as a reward.
Alright, so that's this level complete. Because I'm running low on time today, I don't really have enough time for another level. But, so, I think that's enough about Starbase for today, but I'm really enjoying it. So I hope to live stream that. I don't think I can. Not with this computer anyway. I'll have to get a upgraded computer eventually when I am able to save up for it. So this has been... So we've done Sunny Beach, or at least the first part of Sunny Beach. We've done Hurricos today. Next time I plan on doing the Courier Towers, defeating Crush, and then going back through all the other levels that I haven't gotten all the stuff for in Summer Forest. So this has been part 12 of the Spyro Reignited Trilogy. This has been part 3 of Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. If you haven't already, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the notification bell of when any new videos go live. So, yeah. I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time.